How you doing, guys? Here's a nice little video. This one I'm going over some court battles that I guess some people was going through. My friend told me to wait to at the end. He said that what would I do in the situation if like someone had like a lot of crazy evidence against, well, not evidence, but accusing someone of doing some crazy stuff, and they have a lack of evidence for it. He said, what would you do in that situation? We was talking about it a little bit, but he gave me this scenario. I was like, you know what? Let me just review it and hit on the channel. So I'm gonna jump into it. I did skip ahead a little bit of it because I had to let it load up. For some reason, this video was like loading up weird or something like that. So I did give it some time to like kind of buffer out. But we're gonna jump into it. See what's up.
Calling Mr. Elder. This is case number 250-569-2201. Please submit Mr. Cameron Elder. Appearances, please.
Lisa Coyle appearing on behalf of the people.
Jessica Scheib on behalf of Mr. Elder, who is formal reading understands his constitutional rights and stances.
All right, the court will not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Elder. Bond recommendation from the people.
Your Honor, the people are recommending a remand in this case. As I've stated before, I see it is on Odyssey, a second case for CSC1, different victim. This case involves a child that was under 13 years old. It was, at the time, Mr. Elder was an employee of the family business. Allegedly, these assaults began when she was between 9, 10 years old and continued to the age of 11. I understand this case is from 2017, but I do understand that the fact that this is very common for a child to withhold information until they're ready to talk and speak. And in this matter, she did come forward. And like I said, also, Your Honor, as you can see on Odyssey,
You're doing a lot of weird movement. I'm not sure that's like light skin fucking mentality or whatever, but he's doing like a lot of just moving, a lot of like he hold his chest or something like that. Like I don't know how Detroit do that stuff. But maybe it was more like he had other inmates looking at him or something like that. He's trying to play like a role. Like, oh fuck, like they hit me with this. Oh my god, they hit me with that. Like he's trying to play a role or something like that. That's what it seems like to me. And it seems like Child. I can't really say it because it's on YouTube, but Child. I would say essay or yeah, essay. Um, I'm not sure what's going on, but it seems like some abuse of a child, pretty much, because they said the ages of when it started to now. But yeah, I'm gonna go back just a little bit because I just thought that was weird. Like he's doing like a lot of movement, like he's on some shit, or he's just like he's playing a role or something like that for the people in the back, like doing all these faces and stuff. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play. I'm not gonna talk too much. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play.
9, 10 years old and continued to the age of 11. I understand this case is from 2017, but I do understand that the fact that this is very
See how he's doing all
common
that,
for a child
holding his
to.
chest. It's like it's you know what I'm saying? It's like he's playing like a role, like he's playing a role for somebody that's looking or something like that. It seems weird. Like like oh, from the child from this age to that. He's like, what? Oh my like he's like what? Like
But
look
I
at his
do
movements. It's
understand
weird.
that the fact that this is very common for a
Oh
child
my god.
to withhold
Is that a teacher?
information
It's like
until they're ready to talk and speak. And in this matter, she did come forward. And like I said, also, Your Honor, as you can see on Odyssey, I know that the court, it appears, has not signed it. But I do take that away from it. I see that this case is extremely concerning because she knows him, obviously was a family friend, worked in that business, and allegedly took advantage of a young child. And for that reason, Your Honor, I'm asking for a remand in this matter.
Ms. Scheib, why should I not remand your client?
Your Honor, my client is presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. He is 25 years old at the time, might have been 17 years old. This is a matter from 2017. I don't know why it took him this long until April 16th to sign, because everything in the report I see says 2017. I don't see things happen. There's not much in this report, Your Honor. To be honest, it's a very short report for such a serious allegation,
Okay, that's why my friend wanted me to watch this. That's why he said that with lack of evidence, something like that. It just clicked in my head. My bad, my bad. It just clicked in my head. I just thought about it.
says 2017. I don't see things happen. There's not much in this report, Your Honor. To be honest, it's a very short report for such a serious allegation, life offense. It's a very short report and way shorter than we usually would get on these type of offenses. Now, we weren't there. Everyone's presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond reasonable doubt. I can tell you he's not on probation or parole or nothing pending, no priors. In the 8 years that have passed, I'm not aware of him having any convictions. He's employed. He lives with his parents. He has the family ties and community ties. He's still around. He's not a flight risk. So I'm asking for anything but a remand. I'm asking for a personal with a tether or a 10% bond, Your Honor, given the age of the case, given no history of all, given no flight risk, Your Honor.
Court having heard argument as the bond. Under MCR 6.106, I believe the presumption of guilt is great in this matter. I will remand Mr. Elder in the custody of Wayne County Jail while his case is pending. Probable cause will be May 14th, preliminary examination, May 20th, both in front of Judge Jack Hay. Please step aside, sir.
Damn. That's it?
And Your Honor, may I ask the court to elaborate about that evidence? Because unless I'm missing something or the court has something we don't have, all we have is her word. I don't see that there was any kit done, anything matching him, any witnesses, any speaking to anybody. All I have in a very short report for a life offense is her word. And that is it. And we are about to take the liberty of somebody over someone's word. There's nothing more here. There's nothing more.
You just answered your own question. It's her word based on the investigative report. And I
that's
believe
all we have, Your Honor. He's presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Not presumed guilty.
Elder.
Whoa, my bad. Whoa, hold up.
Proven innocent.
Mr. Elder, I about had it with your gyrations and motions.
Saying, I don't know why he's doing all that. It's not that. I mean,
no, Ms. Shy.
Would the court at least consider a cash bond?
No, I'm not going to consider a cash bond. I believe the investigative report, as brief as it is, at least I'm persuaded, given the age of the complaining witness, and I know it's hard to ascertain credibility in this matter, I believe it's a credible report. And so my finding is that the presumption of guilt is great in this matter, and that's why I'm remanding him in the custody of Wayne County Jail. Step aside, Mr. Elder. Now, Ms. Shy.
Would the court at least, because unless I'm missing something or the court has something we don't have, all we have is her word. I don't see that there was any kit done, anything matching him, any witnesses, any speaking to anybody. All I have in a very short report for a life offense is her word. And that is it. And we are about to take the liberty of somebody over someone's word. There's nothing more here. There's nothing more.
You just answered your own question. It's her word based on the investigative report. And
that doesn't make sense though. Okay, now I get what the judge is coming from because I fully understand that. Like if I hear someone, if I'm sitting there, one of the judge, I guess poop. I don't know what you call that, the little seat that they sit on, poop head, whatever. I don't know. But I'm sitting there and with my little robe, whatever shit they be wearing, fucking and I hear something like that, then yeah, in the back of my head, I'm like, damn, yes, it's a lack of evidence. It's just her word, but I wouldn't just go off of her word on her own. Like, how many females do you know out there that would just lie or just cultivate their child to lie to ruin another man's life? You know what I'm saying? Not saying that the dude is innocent. I'm not saying that at all. I don't know if he is or not. He's doing a lot of weird movement. I feel like he's acting like that because maybe some inmates looking at him or someone's looking at him and he's got trying to play the, oh my god, they hit me with charges or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Because when you're in jail or prison jail, wherever he's at, and the inmates hear that she was touching like a child or something like that, that's what you in for? Nah, it's like you gonna get touched or you gonna get like hurt. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think he's doing that. He probably told some dude I murdered some dude or did some crazy stuff and they hit me with charges. So he's doing all this oh my god, all this movement and stuff like that, trying to make it seem like they hitting him with charges or something like that. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just what I'm seeing. That's what I feel like he's doing. He's trying to play this role of like they hit me with some crazy shit. Which I mean, I didn't hear any life sentence or anything like that. They just said he's gonna remain in the custody of the Detroit department, whatever like that. Um, but for her, she do have a point. You're innocent until proven guilty. So for him to be in jail still for allegations of someone just saying like he did this or something like that with no physical proof. It's like if a child's being abused, whatever, right? I don't want to say too much because YouTube is pretty big on words and stuff that you say. So if a child is being hurt, I'm just gonna say that, or being like mistreated, if a child being mistreated in a certain way, and they don't take them to the her. I'm guessing, yeah, it was her. They don't take her to the hospital or anything like that to get seen for the stuff that was going on or anything like that. Any DNA was brought up, any like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just her word. Like I've been in situations where I've been in the military and I had people that were going back and forth to court because their ex-wife was saying some stuff that they did this and that and the third, and the kid was like, "No, that didn't happen." And then all of a sudden, the kid turned around, "Yeah, that did happen." Just want them to take a lie detector test and go through all this proceeding and still lose their career and a lot of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's iffy. It's like you going off for just her word. That's enough. Like that doesn't make sense. It's like that doesn't make sense. That's like me saying that anybody who subscribed to me, oh y'all stole something out of my bank account. Everybody that you subscribe to me need to give me $100 because y'all stole from me. We go to court and I'll just write it down because it was in a statement. That's all you need. Like that. I don't know. That just don't seem right. I see why my friend sent this to me. So that was. I don't think that's enough. Now, if he did do it, it's like leave him in there. But it's like I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just iffy on that. I'm just iffy on that. Yeah, I don't know too much about the situation or the story, but just that lack of just stuff. It's like from 2017, and you don't have any other bigger like I don't know.
I
That's all we
believe.
have, Your Honor. He's presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, not
Hold on,
presumed
Mr.
guilty until
Elder.
proven innocent.
Mr. Elder, I about had it with your gyrations and motions.
Yeah, you're doing too much. You're doing too much.
Now, Ms. Shy,
Would the court at
we
least
just
consider
had.
a cash bond?
No, I'm not going to consider a cash bond. I believe the investigation report, as brief as it is, at least I'm persuaded, given the age of the complaining witness, and I know it's hard to ascertain credibility in this matter, I believe it's a credible report. And so my finding is that the presumption of guilt is great in this matter, and that's why I'm remanding him in the custody of Wayne County Jail. Step aside, Mr. Elder. What's your name?
Nolan.
What is your name, Mr. Nolan?
That's Jermaine Nolan.
All right, this is case number 250-572-5401, Peterson and Michigan versus Jermaine Nolan. Appearances, please.
Lisa Coyle, appearing on behalf of the people.
Jessica Scheib on behalf of Mr. Nolan, who has formal reading, understands constitutional rights, and stands mute.
All right, the court will enter not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Nolan. Bond recommendation from the people.
People are asking for a remand of this matter. Allegedly, this young girl was 13 at the time. The defendant was the boyfriend of the mother and lived with the complainant for over 9 years. And as I'm not going to read into the court can read what occurred and what she had disclosed during a forensic interview back in 2023.
This is I have the complaining witness as a he.
Skip the rental counter with Turo. Rent just about any car, just about anywhere.
Yo, these drones pop up on a good time, bro.
Oh, then that's the other. I'm not going to read into the court. The court can read what occurred and what she had disclosed during a forensic interview back in 2023.
This is I have the complaining witness as a he.
Oh, then that's the other case. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. There are two cases that are in Odyssey.
My man got 2 cases of child misconduct, I'm gonna say. What the bro?
The case number 250-572-5401, Peterson and Michigan versus Jermaine Nolan. Appearances, please.
Lisa Coyle, appearing on behalf of the people.
Jessica Scheib on behalf of Mr. Nolan, who has formal reading, understands constitutional rights, and stands mute.
All right, the court will enter not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Nolan. Bond recommendation from the people.
People are asking for a remand of this matter. Allegedly, this young girl was 13 at the time. The defendant was the boyfriend of the mother and lived with the complainant for over 9 years. And as I'm not going to read into the court can read what occurred and what she had disclosed during a forensic interview back in 2023.
This is I have the complaining witness as a he.
Oh, then that's the other case. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. There are 2 cases that are in Odyssey. And so this, obviously, that hasn't been walked over as well. So this one is a 9-year-old boy. He's a little boy. And I'm not go through the allegations that are in the IR based on him being a minor still. This is, in fact, where the mother would go to work.
I'll give props, honestly, to. I wouldn't even say props. Like, I think it's really hard being his attorney right now. Like the girl with the glasses, the one on the side with the white, which you come, not the girl that's talking with the blonde hair, but the other girl with the black hair that's on the right hand corner farther down where my face is pretty much at. Um, for her to sit here and have to go through like try to help these dudes get out of this situation, I know that's so hard going through there, listening to like having a paper, listen to what he been doing to these little kids. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, how can you defend that? It's like, do you really try to defend it, or do you kind of just like act like you're trying to help, but reality is like, man, put him in jail, bro. That you know what I mean? It's like, I I don't know. I couldn't do it. I know for me personally, I'll be like, yeah, I tried my best. You know what I mean? But it's like I don't even know they have the luxury to even do some shit like that, or just drop it and be like, I don't want to represent them because of this or something like that. That's crazy. She said it was a 13-year-old. You said no. I see a name that says a boy on it or a guy. Well, a man. Well, boy. I guess you said 13 and a 9-year-old.
And he allegedly cared for the children and had custody and control over the children. And as you can see, he would allegedly performed sexual acts on a child, and this came out in a Kids Talk. This is part of a backlog warrant, Your Honor, so I'm asking for a remand in this matter.
Tribe.
Your Honor, my client is 44 years old and he's not on probation or parole, and there's no prior criminal history. Your Honor, this case is a reissue. This was dismissed without prejudice on January 12, 2024 for insufficient evidence. My client did his part, went through the whole process, and here we are again. It was not dismissed for complaining witness failing to appear. Yes.
It was dismissed for insufficient evidence at what stage in the proceeding? Preliminary examination, trial, or what?
Let me see where it was dismissed for insufficient evidence. I have it on January 12, 2024. Let me pull up the ROA so I can get you exactly what that was. And while I do that, I'm going to argue that his child's mother lied to CPS to get heat off of her, and that is why we are here today. He actually is the primary caregiver for his special needs son, and he's not the complaining witness. And there's a reason why he is that person and that they allowed him to be that person. He has no record whatsoever, and he wouldn't be the primary caregiver for another child if this was the case. So we have an allegation from a mother who had motive to do that, and my client already went through the whole the process.
That is a curveball. Whoa. Whoa, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. This dude could be, hold up. Dude could be innocent. This could be one of them things where, like, let's be for real. Let's be for real. I don't have kids, you know what I mean? I would like to with the right person, obviously, but I don't have kids. But I know people who have kids that have that crazy ass baby mama that when they was dating, everything was all good. And they, stuff started to change, whatever. But I mean, that's not far fetched that females do some crazy shit to gain custody or to like try to attack a man. You know what I mean? It doesn't take that much. I mean, let's just say I have a girl over here. We argue. She called the police. Oh, he hit me. I'm immediately getting locked up. I'm in Texas. I'm immediately getting locked up. It doesn't even matter if I touched her or not. I'm getting removed from the house regardless. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. It's one of them situations. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I gotta be biased. You know what I mean? The first beginning was crazy, but I gotta be biased.
Ever, and you wouldn't be the primary caregiver for another child if this was the case. So we have an allegation from a mother who had motive to do that, and my client already went through the whole the process and showed up to his court dates. So this is a reissue. So for him to be remanded when there was insufficient evidence, and now here he is again, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. I get that, Ms. Shibe.
I also want to say, I believe he turned himself in. They called him from his brother's house because the police were there, and he went there to meet the police, and they brought him in. Okay. So he's also not at flight risk. He knows what he's facing. He beat this case dismissed, and now
we don't know what happened with the case. That's what I'm still waiting for information. Why was it dismissed?
It's that insufficient evidence, Your Honor. That's not from me. That's for the Register of Actions.
At exam, at trial, at what?
It would have been a trial.
Okay, I'm looking that up.
It shows, it says exam 1/12/24. Exam, it says examination held, and then it says exam conducted, charges dismissed without prejudice. Examination held, and then it says exam conducted, charges dismissed without prejudice, insufficient evidence, case closed. Now the question I have when I look back into, and this was his bond at that time was $100,000 cash with a tether.
Okay.
And I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
All right, I've heard enough. I'm going to continue that same bond, $100,000 cash. Does he still reside in the same house with the complaining witness? Ms. Shad?
Sir, only answer what I'm asking. The complaining witness, you still live with that individual?
No.
Okay.
All right. $100,000 cash surety. No contact with the complaining witness. GPS tether, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew. No contact with the complaining witnesses. No contact with any minor children.
Well, sir, you know I have a special needs son that I'm the one to care for.
That's correct, Your Honor.
He doesn't care.
How old is the special needs child?
15, sir.
15?
Sir.
And you care for that person 24 hours?
Sir.
Is that a yes?
Yes, sir.
No contact with any minor children alone. You need to have somebody else with you.
Okay.
Need someone else present if you're in the presence of a minor child. Bond redetermination to be Monday, May 5th. Preliminary probable cause May 14th. Preliminary examination May 20th. Both in front of Judge Jack K. Is there anything else either counsel wants to put on the record?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Nothing further. Thank you.
All right, step aside, sir. All right, do we have Mario Russo?
Mario Russo.
What do you got on?
This is case number 250-568. 6301, Peterson, Michigan versus Mario Russo. Pierces, please.
Steve Benson for the people.
Jessica Shab on behalf of Mr. Russo, who has formal reading, understands his constitutional rights, and stands mute.
All right, court went on not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Russo. I have a $2,500 10% capious bond set by Judge Jefferson at preliminary examination. We reached out to Judge Jefferson. She wants that bond to continue. You'll have a $2,500 10% capious bond set by Judge Jefferson. Bond redetermination will be May 5th in front of Chief Judge McConicle. Probable cause May 14th. Preliminary examination May 20th. Both in front of Judge Jefferson. Step aside, sir.
Thanks for watching.
Damn, bro. I don't even know about that last one. The like she even stated that like even though the judge was trying to cut her off, like he don't really care. Like that's what seemed like he is. Like he just doesn't care. Like as in like when you hear anything about a child, he's like, nope, keep him, wherever. You know what I mean? But she was saying like, like the police was at a different house. He went there to meet the police to turn himself in. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know. In the beginning when they was talking, I was like, yeah, he did that shit. But at the end, learning a little bit more from what she was saying, it's kind of like I don't know. The other light skinned dude, like he was doing a lot of movement with his body. I don't know why he was doing all that. That was weird. I think he was trying to do that because whether the cellmates or other people's looking at him or something like that. Like he's maybe somewhere sitting down with a bunch of other people looking at him, and he's trying to just, oh my god, like I'm doing this and da 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 da. Like they hit me with charges or some crazy shit. But um, I don't know about this one. This one seems a little. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. Let me know in the comment section below. I don't know about that. I don't know. But hey, let me know in the comment section below what y'all think, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.